Good morning, James. I didn't know if you remembered or not, but on Fridays, I know it's Saturday now, but on Friday, I always go to a live stream of this
Hey
guy
CC,
that I really
gonna
like.
stream you while I
Remember
sleep
I told you
brother.
about those philosophers? Yeah, so I like a good intelligent chat. It's hard to find people that like to talk about some of the crazy shit I do. So hung out with them for a couple hours. They're Colin always feels bad. Eh? He's like, he loves my channel, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, man. You come to my stream when you're supposed to be doing your Fallout." He goes, but he comes and watches the Fallout too, and I said, "No, man," because he used to do it on Saturdays. I don't care what day you have it. I'll always be here to watch it. I can live stream anytime I want. So you only do this once a week. So we hung out there and talked about the pyramids and talked about ghosts, talked about aliens, and we talked about God. What else do we talk about? Anything else I can think of? Oh, a few things in the Bible. We're not anti-Bible. Actually, we're all pro. The three of us that were there were all pro-Bible. Okay, so let's take a look at these dailies. I got a few of them done. Drink tea, catch a fish, chop wood, and a board game. That seems kind of easy. What's up with your breathing, bro? You not feeling good? I don't hear you sound. I don't hear you sound like that very often. And you did the one time, and you were just telling me you're having hay fever problems or something. Oh, don't stop on my count, man. Breathe normal. I want you to be comfortable. No, don't fucking try to no, be comfortable. I don't want you fucking passing out because you're thinking that I'm bitching at you. No, I was just wondering if you're feeling all right or you're having a rough night. That was all. Because I know you have a lot of issues. That was about it. That was the only reason I asked. Because you don't usually sound like this. I don't want something bad happening with you. And I could just see you too. First thing if you died, you'd go to heaven. And you'd, everybody be like, "You want to see your relatives, and you want to see this, and you want to see that." And you're like, "Show me the new PlayStation. I want the new PlayStation right
I
now."
don't miss hay fever at all out here.
Oh, there's Mustard. We're just talking about how I came from a channel that I like to go to every Friday because there's some good philosophy and some smart people there. It's like you. You guys, really enjoy those type of chats, Mustard, because I don't get too many of them. When you guys talk about stuff that even my people I know offline, they're just not into. There's so many that don't believe in God, they don't want to talk about him. You can do your best to talk about God, and all you're doing is really just pissing them off. So I just stop doing that. Okay, so I gotta go to the ash heap. That's where I gotta go. No, there's some pretty damn good
Glad to
chat.
be entertaining, brother.
Sometimes you guys are fucking going above. Pardon my Irish, but sometimes you guys are going above the bar on me many times. I don't know. Sometimes you guys get talking about some of the programming and stuff, eh? I don't know that. You guys are pretty smart with talk. You guys can talk about the programming and this program, and you can do this, you can do that. Well, this guy and their friend Colin, pretty smart guys. Yeah. So I really enjoy
It's above
chatting
my
with
head
them.
at times too.
Yeah. All right, I gotta go catch 750s. I'm excited another stuff. Plus, you guys seem pretty cool. I like Colin. He's pretty interactive with my channel. He's popped in on live streams and commented on quite a few videos. And I know he watched the video because he'll talk about something that was like maybe halfway through the video. And some of the things he said. It was like a long video. So, yeah, that's what I like doing on Fridays if I'm not busy. Pop by here. A little later tonight. I kept checking earlier. Cause I got the time zone mixed up.
You're
When
cool on that a
exactly is
lot
it
too,
coming up?
brother.
Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, it's a good place to hang out if you like a good conversation. Talk about anything. That's what I like about that. You can talk about like politics and talk about things like cryptozoology and computer programming. Like, there's doesn't seem to be any limits. And it's always really pretty good conversation too.
Time change will get ya every time.
Yeah. The guy I'm playing with now in this game, we play pretty much every day, and he's in Nevada, so he's 3 hours behind me. Time. That's true. I think though, if you do move to Texas, I think Texas and me at the same time zone, or else it's only one. She said you might move to Texas. You weren't sure. Definitely not 3 hours. Yeah, if I was to talk to people like out west in Canada, they'd be like 2 hours. So you're like pretty far from out west Canada. Yeah, we're talking
Texas
about
is Central Time.
Oh, they're central. Okay, then they'd be 1 hour ahead of me. They're an hour behind me. Yeah, we're talking about Giants tonight, and yeah, it's funny, James. Before I even knew you, I already knew about a whole bunch of legends and stuff in Nevada that has to do with Giants. One is the Lovelock Cave, and you told me you knew about that cave. You heard it. You already. It's not that really far from you, so that's kind of cool. If I lived as far away as you from the Lovelock Cave, I'd probably make a YouTube video, even though it's been done like 100 times. But just for my own, just for myself, I'd like to have that. How come we don't have your fan on?
Lovelock is super interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, jeez, here's something else. Doing the temperatures. Yeah, that Lovelock Cave story with the Giants and the Indians. Coyotes, I think they were called, or whatever. I'm not quite sure, but
Spent
I'm not
some
in the
time
top
in
so
LA,
well.
Nevada.
ELY Nevada. You know that, James? ELY Nevada. I don't know how you pronounce that. ELY. Nevada. You know that, James? Are you falling asleep? Is that what's going on? Oh, do you know ELY Nevada? What that means? I'm guessing he's dozing in and out. I think he's falling asleep. Oh, the Hudson Valley. There. I was fishing in the wrong spot. I, well, anyway, I think James might be falling asleep. Because, oh, okay. Well, Buddy was saying that he's lived or been up in ELY, Nevada. I don't know how you pronounce ELY. Do you know where that is? Small world. Yeah, because I don't know any of those areas, obviously.
That will happen. It's 2:20 am out here.
220 for you, 520 for me. It's 220 for James as well. Yes, you guys are the same time zone, obviously. Alright, so I gotta go get some fish. Keep fishing. You going to bed soon, James? Uh, I know you said that, but it's getting late for you anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna do my dailies.
Summertime we are Pacific time, winter we are Mountain time. AZ doesn't time change at all.
Arizona, they don't have a hockey team no more. Having Arizona Coyotes. Well, if you're busy, you're busy. I don't get upset if you don't accept the invite. You're busy, you're busy. I don't keep sending them to you because I know you're always there. I told you you'd send me a couple of them because I might be outside or get a bad habit of that. Sometimes like to step out and get a nice breath of fresh air. Just sitting around.
Nope. Coyotes went to Utah.
Yeah, they were what, originally Phoenix, and then they went to Arizona. They played their last season in a friggin' college arena. They should have went to Quebec. Bettman don't want no more hockey teams in Canada. He's never wanted any more hockey teams in Canada. He wants some. Well, he's already done his southern thing, so now he just wants to plug them all over the Midwest and shit.
Winnipeg Jets.
Wants Kansas City, and the next one he wants is Atlanta. Atlanta's had a franchise twice, and it went belly up, and he wants to bring them back for a third time. I think 2 times would be enough. But I like the name, Utah Mammoth.
Thrashers.
Yeah, the Atlanta Thrashers, and the Atlanta, before that, when I was a kid, they were the Atlanta Flames, and then they folded and got bought by Calgary and became the Calgary Flames. So the logo used to, same jersey, just looked exactly like Calgary, but instead of a flaming C, it was a flaming A for Atlanta. And they were a bad, bad team. The Atlanta Flames, they weren't very good. They had some good players, You can't win with just a couple good players. Yeah, Winnipeg Jets. Yeah, they got a second crack. I don't mind you getting a second crack. You don't need three cracks. That's and I don't like Atlanta. Just people just don't seem to want to watch hockey there. They just don't have the hockey fan base. There's plenty of spots in the United States where there's huge fan base. Like you can always have a team in Minnesota. Always. New York, you can have any sport in New York. Pretty much the same with Philadelphia and I guess even Chicago and Pittsburgh. There's some
Bring
states.
back the Whalers and Nordics.
Yeah, Harper Whalers, Quebec Nordiques. Well, supposedly Quebec is going to be coming back, they say, but
Nordiques.
then every time there's an expansion, it goes to another team. And they just built a brand new arena not long ago. They got the money, they got the arena. Bettman don't want any more Canadian players. It's, that's the truth. We don't. Oh, I just noticed. Yeah, you get points. I never seen the points in here before. 'Cause it says, oh yeah, there's that purple thing like in the other one in the chat room. Huh. I don't get that really. I mean, anyway, that's done, right? So we're gonna have to go down here in Canada. The old sun's coming up. One of these days I'm gonna go for breakfast. I don't hardly ever eat breakfast. But one of these days I'm gonna go treat myself to breakfast. I don't know if it's gonna be a mom and pop place or Denny's because Denny's is pretty good. At least they were last time I was there, but for breakfast that was a long time ago. I've been there recently because I really enjoy the burgers they got there, but man, goddamn, fucking things are going up in prices.
Thank you for catching them fish. We needed more.
Denny's just too cheap. Well, at least I found it was like to a point. Now it's starting to go right up there. I got fishing rod display. I think I already know that. Jesus, why do you keep giving me the same stuff, bro?
Breakfast donair.
I never had one of those before. Breakfast donair. That's just pretty. Imagine a breakfast donair is pretty good. Oh, I'm just talking about mustard because you said you're letting you. You said you were locked into something. I can't. I'm live. Not when I'm live. I can't do that.
So tasty.
Yeah, on Fridays, what I do on Fridays is there's a very good chance the way the routine is
Or
I go to
cold
watch
pizza
Colin's
pizza.
channel and I hang out with Colin and Mustard and whoever pops in. Then when that's done, if I'm not tired, I immediately live stream. I don't even play the game. Well, I've done it a couple times, but usually I don't even play the game. Like not even if I'm not live streaming, I don't even play the game usually when I'm there because too busy chat. I'm typing in the chat.
Just about time to eat.
Well, if you have any issues or problems, just let me know. Get you all set up. do the verification. Check your email. You may want to check your email. Yeah, that's where it is. Have a seen Commander Starbuck was had some live stream going on with Fallout, and I was talking to Colin's channel, but I didn't pop by his. I was thinking about it, and I went, no, he doesn't talk too much in his channel, so it kills the fun. That's one of the reasons I go to people's channels is the interaction, and he doesn't see no one interact much. Okay, so what is
Go to
next?
Hortons and get a large hot chocolate and toasted bagel with cream cheese and some Timbits for me.
I haven't been to Tim Hortons in years because I don't drink coffee. I'm not paying $3 for a tea. I don't drink tea hardcore. I just like maybe drink maybe 10 teas in the winter at the most. I go to Tim Hortons, and I'm not a big donut guy. Don't get me wrong. If we're in Tim Hortons and you're going to buy me a donut for free, oh yeah, sure. And it's not a price thing. I can live without donuts. I mean, they're good. Anybody that says they're not is lying because donuts are good. But I'm not a big donut guy. I mean, and I'll eat them if they're there, but I won't. I don't usually buy them. I think the last time I bought a donut with my own money was probably high school. Have I had one since from Tim Hortons? Of course, but I don't buy them. The last thing I bought that would be from, like I say, a restaurant would be a pizza like 2 days ago. That I will buy many times. I love pizza. Not frozen pizza. I'm talking not Pizza Hut, not Domino's, not Little Caesars unless they're free. I like
The
going
hot
to those
chocolate is
old
worth
school
it.
places,
So
old mom and
good.
pop shops.
I always have to stop at least a couple times when I go home to Michigan.
I prefer homemade chocolate, hot chocolate, over store bought because that's the way I grew up. So I'm sort of used to that taste. But I have had hot chocolate from Tim Hortons many times. And yeah, it's good. Yeah, you can buy the little Tim Hortons. You go to the grocery store and you can find the Tim Hortons chocolate milk and the pods for your coffee machine for Tim Hortons coffee. But again, I don't drink coffee. We don't.
Hortons uses milk and lots of chocolate.
On my Facebook, everybody's always bitching about we have two Tim Hortons in a little small town, two of them. They're always bitching about them. Always, always, always. I don't get my orders screwed up, or I don't know who the hell they got working there, but I sure get some of my friends pretty bummed out. But yeah, I don't drink coffee. Oops. So I don't have much mercy on their little coffee stories. About having to wait so long, or blah, blah, blah. So go on. There's the wood. What do you want now? Tea? Fuck the board. Catch fish in the forest. Catch the fish right down here. There's those fishes.
I'm gonna turn in, but I'll keep the stream up for view hours, brother.
You don't have to do that, but you have a good snooze. Probably talk to you on next Friday. Call and goes live. You have a good one. Sleep well. No, I'm just talking to this guy named Mustard. Yeah, he was one of the guys over in Colin's live stream, and sometimes when the stream's over, he pops in for a few minutes and before he goes to bed. So
Will
he's going to
do.
bed now.
Sounds good.
All right, man. You take care. Nice talking to you, like always. That's what I mean, James. For if I'm talking to if your group's talking, even if you have it on mute, when I'm talking to you about this or that or what they're talking about, like people wouldn't know what the heck I'm talking about
Later.
in the chat. Later, man. Yeah, because you thought I was talking to you. Something's going on here with this system. Supposed to be. Come on now. See this works here. There's a couple issues. Let's play that. Tight screen. Doesn't matter. More issues. Yeah, they should send you your code to verify or something in your email.
It's hard work making a living out here.
That's where YouTube will send her. Oh, the tea. That's what's got tea. That's some art.
Sonny makes it good.
Seen some videos about the new camp building. We got everything labeled pretty good, so it'll be easier to find things when you're building your camp.
Sonny makes it good, Hobie.
I tried that for a little bit. It was free. It was a long time. It was Destiny. I don't know if it was 1 or 2. I can't remember. I didn't like it. Yeah, there was a point before Fallout 4 where, besides hockey, I couldn't find a game. There was no game that I could be satisfied with. And then Fallout 4 came into my life, and I've been pretty happy since. That was the type of game I was looking for. I wanted something I could always play, but you know what I mean? That I could play it whenever. When the replay value was important to me. You beat a game and then it's done. And sometimes, a lot of times, that's it. You can go back and try to get your platinum, but other than that, there's no replay value for a lot of games. But it's not just Fallout. There's lots of games like you're talking about Warframe. Sounds like there's tons of replay value. Plus, if you're in trouble, you can always talk to the guy that taught you how to play the game, Butters. Poor Butters. It's too bad he didn't live stream. It'd be cool to see him live streaming and getting mad, blaming. Yeah. He'd be blaming everybody for every time he got killed. Be somebody else's fault. Yeah. What game are you talking about? Ball 76? Camp? Why, what are you doing now? What are you up to now? No, I mean, what are you up to now? As in, you said you're doing something with a new camp.
Do you ever look up at the stars and wonder if anything else is out there?
So basically, more gay. Remember, gay means happy. Okay, let's go get that board game. The board game. Good old Winter Springs. You're always going to get a board game there. Well, maybe not always. I guess it's a public server. You could go there and could be gone. I don't go there.
Wow. That's a gift, Jeremiah.
So I picked up 4 of those $10 PlayStation cards. So when my Fallout run and everything else runs out, I'm all set. I picked them up.
Stand to have some cats.
Good or goods. It's all good. So I had this character in Baldur's Gate, right? And I didn't realize it was a new character, like a brand new one I found. So I thought the person had a weapon. I didn't know. It's a fucking paladin. They didn't. So it ended up fist fighting somebody during this battle. And it killed them, and I got a trophy for it. And then I was like, what did I get a trophy for? And then I looked and it said, kill somebody while you're not armed. Hmm? Just a minute. I'm not quite sure what the hell you're talking about. You sound like the Riddler on Batman back when nobody liked Batman. Because the Riddler sucked. Who played the Riddler in the movie? Remember that really bad Batman movie? You had Arnold Schwarzenegger was like the Iceman, and you had Danny DeVito as the Penguin. Who was the Riddler? Oh, anyway, what were you saying? Well, you realized something about a board game. That's all right. Put it back into. It goes back into the fishbowl. They say goldfish only remember for 2 seconds and they forget. How the hell could scientists know that?
Sorry, no time to chat.
I think a lot of science is bullshit. I had a teacher once in grade school say, "You got a goldfish memory?" I didn't know what she meant. It was something I forgot. And she thought I should have remembered it. Must have had a goldfish memory. You know, clue what she meant. I went and asked my mom and dad
Just
after school what that meant. They said, it means you need to forget real
I can
quick.
show you rough.
I was like, oh. Why? Who said that to you? I said, oh, just, I heard it. I didn't tell them the teacher said it. Like that. That teacher liked me too, but boy, did she ever push me hard. She wouldn't give me any breaks. I can tell you how to do that, James. You want me to make a video? Yeah, I'll make a video. Yeah. I want to make sure. I just want you to just not get stressed out and use one of those re-rolls on the wood. I can just see it too. You see that? Collect 5 wood. Fuck that re-roll. Drink one Nuka-Cola. Fuck that re-roll. This one guy, James, don't do this, man, because it's a waste. Don't do it. This one guy took a screenshot picture and on the follow group on Facebook and had for every daily he had epic. Every single daily was epic. And then the one guy says, holy shit, how many times did you have to re-roll that to get epic? He said about 5 times for each. So 5 times 5, that means he wasted 25 re-rolls to make them all epic. What a waste. What a fucking waste. 25 re-rolls. That's a lot of value. Re-rolls aren't you don't waste a re-roll. But you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Just for the, you know why he did it? Because he wanted to do it for the screenshot. But all he got out of the comments was everybody saying, "You're fucking stupid. Why would you do that?" He was honest though. He said it took about 5 times to get it until he would say epic. Said he'd keep rolling until it said epic. Crazy bastard. Just imagine what Flutter's is going to use for his next word. Last with 3 pulses, maybe this will be like, I don't know, horrendous or something. That might be a good one. These ever look horrendous. No, you know what I'd say if he said that to you? If you showed him your camp and he said something rude again, I'd be nice and calm, and then I'd wait. I wouldn't do it right away. I'd wait maybe about 2 minutes, and then I'd be like, "Hey, Flitters, let's go check out your camp, man. I haven't been there in a while. What's going on?" And he'd say something, "Oh, I haven't done much this and that." So let's go check her out, and then go there and go, "Why do you have this like that?" And then I'd be just bugging him with questions that would get him mad. I'd be, "Why do you got this like this? Why is this like that?" And I'd be like, "This looks terrible with the all your." Because he has all those. It's wiring. It's disgusting. It looks. I would say it looks like a spider web, but a spider web looks cool, and his looks like a worn down cobweb of wires. It's very. I was expecting a really good camp because he told me he had OCD. So he says everything has to be perfect, man. He goes, so when you see my camp, he goes, I have OCD, so that's why everything's going to look the way it does. He goes, I'm a perfectionist, and he goes, it's very annoying. And I go to his camp, and it was like one of the worst camps I've ever seen. I was like, you got some bad OCD, all right, bro. I was thinking, like, I don't know. You're trying to make you got a compulsive like disorder to make your camp look the worst. Because his camp looked like what our camps would look like playing Fallout the first month. That's what it looked like. Somebody that's been playing the game for about a month. That's what it looked like. It's not very impressive. And probably about a fucking 10 minutes. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Now you got some shit going on. Plus those, don't forget all those shelters. I gave a good effort to try to get through that one spot. Yes, I did. Where me and Killer couldn't do it. I tried. I couldn't get behind that spot. That was the end of the tour. No, no, it's not easy to get to that spot. Surprised I got through the whole thing a couple times, but I didn't the third. Third time, I was like, oh my goodness. You know what I mean? Ping, pang, boom. Did I finish the challenge? Okay, sure. I'm not really interested in meat week just due to no new stuff. No, nothing at all. It's very disheartening for people that play the game all the time and they're looking forward to new goodies. One thing about meat week is it's a good one for you don't get blue screen there. I don't know why. I've never been blue screen there. I don't think. If I have, it must not be very many times because I don't remember. Actually, another thing I wouldn't mind is a new event. It's a really cool new event. Well, you know how you and I are talking about how people were like the, as they call them, fanboys of Fallout, how they're upset. How 76 changes the lore, like super mutants and Brotherhood of Steel. Well, I guess there's something they're all worried about now. Okay, in season 2 of the Prime TV show, they're going to be in New Vegas. So these fanboys, they're worried that 76 is going to add in some sort of DLC that has to do with New Vegas. So 1 minute they're bitching that the game's not like New Vegas, and now next minute they're bitching that they're hoping that they don't add New Vegas stuff. If they added anything to do with Vegas, why would that be a problem? Because Vegas is still there. It's just the very beginning stages of when it got after the nukes went off. So I don't know what they'll do because I don't think the season 2 started yet. I don't think, and maybe it has, but all those questions will or got some people worried. Not me, but it's got people worried that because they're trying to get more and more players, and they know that if they're going to have new players, they're going to be looking for New Vegas when they play this game. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, where's New Vegas? Like in the movie, and like on the TV show. Where's New Vegas? So in Fallout ain't stupid. They know that people are going to be coming here brand new that have never played Fallout in their entire life. They'll be wondering, where's New Vegas? So they'll probably end up adding something to do with that, and it's going to have some people upset. Not me, like I told you. Not you, I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't want to play it, you don't have to play it, right? I mean, but to them, I understand them slightly, but not enough. It's like the same people with Star Wars. After they made the first 3 movies, they were like gold. And then when Disney took over, they basically like just ruined it. And I understand that, but Disney never took over Fallout. So no, the ones after, once Disney got a hold of it, the ones they made after, they weren't bad, but they weren't good. They were like maybe average, and one of them was horrible. The Clones was bad. The one where they show you the story of Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader, I personally thought I didn't think it was worthy of the top 3, of course. I don't even think it would have been worthy of being number 4 for being really good. But it wasn't bad. It really wasn't. They should have made another Star Wars when they had the chance, but they just made so much money, and I think they were getting burned out, and they stopped. I think you might be right. I don't know, but it's but they changed things. Like, you got to understand, like the stormtroopers, like I told you, we were talking before, they're like these Imperials, and they're based off almost like the Nazis. And nobody ever bitched about that. But then once Disney took over, they wanted to make the stormtroopers nothing like that anymore. They wanted to make them almost more human. They've always been human, I know, but they wanted to make them more, let's talk about their family. Let's talk about their kids. Like, who gives a fuck about that? They're stormtroopers. They're like SS fucking Nazi soldiers. They're the best of the best. Even though they always get killed. In Star Wars, stormtroopers are terrible. Well, when it comes down to this little community, of course you're going to have your fanboys, and I don't have anything against them. People love the lore of some things, and they like it to make sense. And so, as you and I were talking the other day, like, I'd never played Fallout 1, 2, I played a little bit of 3 in Vegas on the Xbox last year, but I didn't like the graphics. But the bottom line is, I don't know the lore like everybody else other than the videos I watch, so I do know the lore, but I didn't play the lore. So when people are upset that the Brotherhood of Steel shouldn't be here, and Super Mutant shouldn't be in 76, I don't lose sleep over it. I don't get angry because, but big deal. They're not supposed to. I don't. I don't.
Never kill Maul. He has no brain for war.
They're not as active. At first, they were pretty active when they came here, but I've never really been a big fan of them. So it doesn't matter to me if they're in the game or not, or if it screws the timeline up. Like, and then when it goes to stupid, the
Someone there?
no, I don't think he was evil. I think he was more or less just like a lot of these guys are really brainwashed. Man. Oh shit! Yeah, a lot of them they've been brought up since they were kids. So I don't think they're evil. Their actions might seem evil, but they're doing it for the brotherhood.
Strongest.
Somebody just like him. They're all the same. It's probably some ex-military because there was a lot of branches in the United States military. You get so many branches. You can't just say like one represents all the military. That's why you guys broke off. You have all these different things, and plus you had secret governments like the Enclave. They're I used to go with this girl, and I swear to God, every other fucking sentence she said was technically. You don't bother me, but you just reminded me. She used to always say, "Well, technically, if we did it this way or that way, then blah 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 blah." And then one day I mentioned it to her. I said, "You know how many times you say technically?" It only went up for like 2 years, but boy, did she ever say that a lot. No, she used it a lot. She was a fun person, but I was just, I don't know how old I was. Just young, 18, 19. A couple of years. But it did get to a point where I would almost be waiting for her to say the word after during the sentence. I'm like, here it comes, there it is. Probably still says it. You looking for me? You looking for it? I know, but you're not telling me. What are these? What is it? What do you want them to? Oh, I become enemies with them. So they didn't have that option. It could be full blown out enemies. Like every time they see you, they're gonna attack you. I just don't like them. I don't know what it is. I don't like Brotherhood of Steel. The Free States, I don't really give a shit about them. But like that's an order. Uh, Definitely Brotherhood of Steel is disliked the most out of all the factions. Number two, in 76 we're talking. The number two would probably be Free States. I have no use for them. None. I just don't even see their value to me or the game. Enclave, yeah, because the Enclave remind me of just a dark, bad, evil shadow government. Like nobody even knows who's in charge. That's why I don't like that they're dead. They can't be fucking dead. What are they doing? So they got to bring them back some way, somehow. There's a little pocket of them somewhere. The Enclave is, oh my god, the DLCs you could have for the Enclave. People love the Enclave. They're like, yeah, they're like, they almost remind me of like Nazi type government. You have no idea how much I was looking forward when I was doing that quest. I was like, oh boy, I'm gonna meet somebody in here from the Enclave. Nope. Everything was just robots, and more fucking robots. It was terrible. I hate when they rush fucking games. Mostly put it like if they put out Fallout right now, and it never came out before, Fallout 76. There'd be a lot of happy people, and there wouldn't be as many people bitching, but they sure did rush 76. You get people like, why would they do that? Well, you shouldn't even have to ask why. It's because they got all these people that pay the money to have the game made, and your investors, and those investors don't like to wait. They want to see their profit, and they want to see it now. They want money. They just gave you 5, 10, $15 million, and they haven't seen any money in 2 years. So they start pressuring and pressuring and pressuring. So these guys, and it's not just Bethesda, it's all the games. They fucking put the game out early to get all of our money so that they can give a big chunk to the investors to have the investors get off their back. Because you don't want to piss your investors off because then you won't have them investing in your next game. And if you're not making money, they're not gonna fucking invest in anything else you do. As long as they're making money, you'll always have them to back you up because it costs a lot of money, as you know, just to make a game. It's like making a movie. It's just there's so many people behind the scenes that need to get paid that it just runs into like millions of dollars to make these games. So that's why they get rushed. That's exactly why they get rushed. Back in the old day, it wasn't like that. So when the game came out, always came out finished. But those days are long over. That's why people were so blown away by Baldur's Gate 3 because it was a finished game. It wasn't fucking all busted and broken and half finished. And then make you buy DLCs, which should have been in the original game on day one. That's one thing I do like about Fallout 76 that we said that if you bought the original, that every single DLC will be free for you for life. And they're good to their word. I have never paid a penny for a DLC. All free. And it better stay that way too, because that was their promise. That was part of the reason that it was for people that pre-ordered. I think it was a pre-order promise. But anyway, either way, they haven't broken it because I haven't paid for nothing other than the day I bought the game and Fallout first. Some of those DLCs they fucking like $40 and shit. Yeah, I'd buy that, but I'm glad I don't have to. I probably saved quite a bit of money in the long run, I guess. Not having to pay the actual $50, $40, $60, whatever the price would be. I bought all the DLCs in Fallout 4. I really liked Fallout 4. I couldn't understand why people were bitching so much. I knew I understood the part about it being broken because there was lots of bugs, but they just I, they just hated Fallout 4. They didn't like the story. But for me, that was my first game, like I've told you a zillion times, and I liked everything about it other than there were bugs here and there. But every once in a while, you'd turn the game on, there'd be a patch, and they'd fix something. That's what I was telling my buddy he used to play 76 with. He's like, I want to ask you something one day. And I go, like, what's up, bro? He's like, what do you play? You don't just play hockey, do you? He's like, what other games you playing? I said, I played this game called Fallout 4. And I told him I was having this problem. I was trying to find a game I can really sink into, and I haven't been able to find one. And then I found Fallout 4. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, I'll check out some videos on YouTube. And then he got back to me a couple days later and said, fuck, looks like a pretty good game. And I said, it is. So he bought it, and oh boy, he got, like me, right into it. And that was that. Boy, did we ever really play the game, and then on comes 76 a couple years later. It's embarrassing. Yeah, and then plus also in their defense, I hate to defend them, but I mean, like, you gotta be honest, but in their defense, they didn't just have the investors down their back, they had all the follow fans were like, we want the game now, I want the game now, I want the game, I need the game, I need the game, I want the game. So they're getting attacked from both sides. But it still doesn't defend. I'm still not defending them, I'm just saying, I'm just showing you the side of the coin. But they knew, they weren't stupid. They knew that there was going to be backlash. Like, I mean, how could you not? People were calling Fallout 4 way better than 76, and nobody liked 70, and nobody liked Fallout 4 out of the main base. So, for the people that were hardcore Fallout players, it was a real kick in the fucking nuts. But one of these days, I don't think you can right now, but if they ever have Fallout 1 and 2, the original little ones, like, I would definitely buy them. They'd probably be pretty cheap, and I'd play them on PlayStation, check it out. Because I played games like that growing up, so I wouldn't have a problem with that. The only reason I had a problem with the Fallout 3 and the Fallout Vegas was I just couldn't handle the graphics. I just wasn't enjoying the graphics for just ruining it for me. So if they remaster it, I'll buy it. But I didn't even play very much of it. I was having fun, but it was like best way I can describe it is like you're playing a video game and having lots of fun, and you got kids running around screaming, or you got your old lady nagging at you to get off the game. That's what it felt like to me. It was like I'm having fun, but there's too much outside interference. The outside interference was me not enjoying the graphics. A lot of hated the graphics. I would have to have had a PlayStation 2 or 3 or whatever that came out to have enjoyed it. Like, I played the original Tomb Raider on PlayStation 1 and I loved it, but I could never play that now. Oh, fuck no. That'd be fucking horrible. You know, if there is one game I've always hoped that they would do, is they never did, and I keep hearing rumors, and the rumors never come true, is have you ever played Legacy of Kain? A vampire game? Oh yeah, that was something else. Then they made a second one. It wasn't all that great. It was on the next version of PlayStation. So I guess that would have been on PlayStation 2. Yeah, that guy there, Tiny, like I talked once in a while about the first ever seen the PlayStation in my life. We were playing Tekken, and one of the games he bought about 2 months later was that Legacy of Kain. Oh God, I couldn't stop playing it. I basically had to know his sleeping schedule so I could play it. When he sleeps, I play the game. Because then he's not sleeping, he's playing the game, which means you're not going to play it probably for about 18 hours. Because he's like you. You ain't putting the controller down till it's beat. And he beat it many times. I'd even say to him, man, I haven't beat the game. Why are you still playing it? Oh, because you can do this and that and this. I'm like, oh, I don't need to play it for 18 hours. Don't play it. You gotta get your own PlayStation. I don't have fucking 300 and some odd dollars. That was back then, early 20s. I don't know what my job was, but it wasn't enough to buy a PlayStation at the end of a fucking paycheck. Jeez. Okay, I guess I'm staying in here for a bit. What's going on with this? How long is it? Got 23 levels to go. Oh, and I gotta get that done by Monday. I should be able to do that. My goal is to get to level 14. I'm sick of the 1300s. I don't like the number 13. Soon it'll be gone. Well, not soon, but this weekend. I just got to take a break every once in a while. You get running through this, and then just sometimes just like I gotta pause, talk to you for a little bit, and get back into it. Yeah. Like right now, if I had dailies to do, I'd go do them. It's just you can only do the same thing so many times, and then you start getting a little stir crazy, you know. Like there's some people out here that can just run it from 9 in the morning till fucking probably 3 a.m. doing the same thing over and over and over and over. I can't do that. Plus, also it doesn't. It also, like I tell you, like we don't get much of a summer here, so I'm not spending fucking every waking moment I have playing the game. Like yesterday, played a few hours of it. Excuse me, and then I was outside. I was gonna go on the bike. I don't know, something distracted me. I was looking at it. I think it needs to be washed. It's starting to get a little dusty because I haven't driven it in like almost 2 weeks. What's that? Oh, did you? Oh no. Oh me. Yeah, yeah. It's been a pretty good night. Yeah, it's been a pretty good night for that. Not been putting too much. That one got me.
Feast on your flesh.
It kind of caught me off guard. Not too many people growing up or even to this day call it hits. So sometimes I'm like, it's a hit for just a split second. I'm like, this is, oh, okay. All right. But people know what it means. Trust me, if you ever said that around any of my friends, they'd know exactly what you meant. It's got me off guard because they don't use that lingo. Get off the bone. No, we don't say that. A lot of times you just say, hey, it's your bone. Or else if you did one and then, oh no, I just did one. I think people didn't really hear that until some like songs where they have them songs like have some song talking to take a hit off the box. You'd start using it. I got this one friend that does say it. I will say that I forgot. There's one guy that says hit. But I think he might be doing that because he does dabs. He likes his dubs. Oh, they look expensive. Even on the reserve where I tell you where all that everything's so fucking cheap and no tax, even dubs are they don't give them away like they do the weed. The weed's fucking so dirt cheap. Then the most expensive thing is the dabs, I would say. And then the next one in between that would probably be the hash. I don't smoke too much hash. I used to when I was younger, but I couldn't find. I don't like the hash they have at that store. I tried it, and I just didn't like it. I tried it a couple times just to make sure. I tried a one that was blue. It was blue, man, absolutely blue. Another one that was green, and this other one that was white. Three of them. Not at the same time. Within like 2 years. I never. I don't know. I wasn't getting the same buzz I was in high school, and it wasn't the same smell either. So, I don't know. I think the stuff I was getting in high school is actually probably from Afghanistan. The stuff they had there, they make it themselves off the resin off the plants. I've made hash before. I don't grow no more because it's just too much work. I just buy it. But every year I grew weed. I always made hash because you get clipping and all that, and there's just so much resin. It's like this thick tar coming off the plant when you're snipping off the fucking buds. You don't fucking throw that away. Hash oil. Hash oil is a little bit more work. Hash is very easy. You know, that used to be my thing. Once that became legal, I used to fucking grow that every year. Grow four fucking plants. Gave away fucking almost all, about 3/4 of it to friends. Can't smoke that much of it. I just enjoyed growing it, watching it grow, taking care of it. Then it's just kind of neat growing something and watching your hard work pay off. Not just for the reason of it could be any plant. It doesn't have to be a pot plant, but it takes a lot of work, a lot of effort if you want to grow something properly. Now you would baby it. Oh boy, I would baby it. I can't remember. Did I come through here? Yeah, I did. I gotta go this way. Oh, fruit bait. Fruit bait and lunchbox. We'll take that. Getting closing in, not right there, but I'll tell you in a second, closing in on that level 100. The other thing is I'm not going to grind my ass off for the atoms. I did a lot of grinding and ended up getting 300 or 400 atoms. I just thought that's not worth it. They used to make it worth it in the first few seasons, and then they started getting like cheap. I don't know why. Like, I mean, like, why? If you're one minute you're getting say 300 atoms, and then you get 200 atoms for the same thing, and then a few seasons go by, and then it turns into like 150 or down to 100. Like, why would you do that? Like, they just don't want people. They want people using their real money in the atomic shop. That's what they want. I, like I told you, I did buy some things with my own cash. Watch, I think I got the card. I just got the card, the PlayStation card, but I did like the Pipers for sentimental value. And I always thought the Minuteman one uniform there, the revolution sort of look for the Americans. I thought that looked pretty cool. I told you I didn't like I don't like the Brotherhood of Steel, so I definitely didn't have no Elder Max and didn't want to buy them. If my buddy didn't buy them, and he didn't like Brotherhood of Steel either. I think I got to just go do a couple little repairs and then come back and for some more fun. Get some junk. Oh, I gotta go inside. I can't believe how long I've been drinking this Mott's Clamato extra spicy. Fucking still over half a fucking big fucking can of it. It's a big can too. Yeah, you won't see me drinking that shit in the winter. I like the odd cooler or something like a Mott's Clamato once in a while in the summer. You don't? Do you drink? I can't remember if I asked you. You don't drink, do you? Or you don't drink much, do you? Like your birthday, you're gonna have a beer or anything? That's coming up soon. It's at the 8th, isn't it? Oklahoma. Does Shantae drink? Does Shantae drink? She can't drink nothing. So you just don't have it on the routine. That makes sense. Maybe she's allergic. Maybe she's allergic to alcohol. Lots of people are. Not me, thank God. No, I don't know. I would. I don't know how I could live without beer. I don't need it every day, but I love it for certain times. Watch hockey games, summer. Wouldn't that be cool to have a pet in real life that would bring you like legendary stuff? Like one day it brings you like a 1957 Chevy, mint condition, legendary. Thanks, dog. Yeah, this they're pretty good for giving legendary with these pets. I've seen many of those in my lifetime around here. So we got my community is like lots of farmer kids, like farmers, and all those kids all got something nice to drive. And I'm like older cars, probably used to be their old mans or something. Chevy Impala, if you soup one of those up, that's a real nice ride, as long as it's souped up. And you can soup that baby up, boy can you. But it's going to get to a point one day, James, where nobody's going to know how to work on those cars anymore. I don't even know if they still teach that in auto class, or if it's all new stuff in auto class now. They might not teach that same type of stuff. because a lot of stuff in the 70s and 80s they don't use no more. It's stupid to teach kids that. In a way, I guess. Did I grab any? What was it? Lots of canned goodies. Oh, do I gotta sell some stuff. I got 3. I got more in there. I got 2. That's good. I get rid of this, and then go kill some super mutants. I won't lie. I was actually looking forward to some new goodies from Graham. Oh, and the when I did the first event, like I told you, I knew there wasn't going to be any new ones because every single time they have new rewards, you get some minor new thing, like a beer stein or something, and then you know immediately there's all going to be new stuff. There was nothing new. It was a bloody curtain, if I recall. That's what it was a bloody curtain, and I knew right away. Oh, God damn it! They didn't add nothing new. Bastards. Yeah, yeah. What about it? Reclaimed what? Deep mask. I'm not sure. Is it a camp item or is it a um an item? Don't know if I have that or not, James. I not quite sure. Screw that. This guy's mooching enough stuff. I've given him and Flutters enough stuff. They're not getting nothing more from me. They don't give nothing back. Time to move on. Time to move on. forgot about you making your own. Yeah, next month this the town has like some big barbecue event going on. Fucking gonna check that out. All these like different samples of people they're cooking and stuff. Okay, maybe I'll try that. Shit. Three coffee. Three of them. You, me, and that salty guy did it. Just the three of us last week. Remember, just the three of us against the three giant robots. You probably got it from when you were with me and Salty there last week. It was just the three of us did it. Oh, then you did it another time, and I don't know what the hell I got for my reward that day. No, you haven't. You're just fibbing now. I'm just teasing you. I gotta be right back. Be right back. I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta go urinate. or, or if I gotta break it down for you, I gotta go pee. You guys do anything special for the 4th of July? Is that any good?
Time to die.
No, but was it any good?
Stronger super.
That's cool.
Aha! Going to be a good legs clean off. Going to find you, going to kill you.
See you later. This one guy, the other, about 3 or 4 days ago, was on my live stream. He says, he goes, "This is a pretty cool live stream." He goes, "But I have one problem." I go, "What's that?" He says, "I'm still trying to figure out if your character's a time traveler or not. You know, I'm dressed up like a Roman." He was just joking around, but that's what he's like. "I'm still trying to figure out if you're a time traveler or not." No, I'm no time traveler. Wouldn't mind being one. Not like Doctor Who. I really. It'd be kind of interesting, I have to admit, to see some of the things that have happened in the past, the future. But alas, I'm no time traveler. Ignore the rumors.
Out of your brain.
You have another really quick food. Get this out again. Last guys. Back up. For personal reasons, I like the screws. Not really a handcuff kind of guy when it comes to It's a pinky for me. Anyway, let me see here. Yes, we are done the challenges. Except for I gotta get the electrons. That will be done. So, when you, okay, I know you've mastered the game, so my question is, like, when I see you playing Warframe quite a bit, like, what are you doing? Like, what's to do after you've, like, conquered the game? Do they update that very much, that game? That's cool. Sounds like you're not cold no more. Leave it to Chantel. I said, leave it to Chantel. Nothing. Go to bed. You go when you gotta go. You know, what we've been chatting a while anyway. Not gonna miss nothing here. Not quite sure how long I'll be on either. Probably not much longer after you're gone. I got 2 days to get level I want. It's not. That's very attainable, so I'm not too worried. Everybody's working for the weekend. We have to go to bed because we want to be rolling. Blue. What'd you do? Look it up? Oh. Probably from cheating or glitching, stuff like that you're always doing. That's my guess, if you want my guess. You're always glitching and cheating. Yeah? What about it? Yeah, you gotta like those little side effects, eh?
Go there.
Those masks I collect, those horror masks, there's some of them that have little cool things like that, like LTD, like whatever it's called, lights for the eyeballs, but I don't get this. It's in the Toxic Valley, up by the golf course, up near the fair, or the big alligator. I guess you could even just go to Grafton. That's what I got. You might not get Toxic Valley, but that's what I got. Yeah, even if you forget the name of the area, you can just look on the map and it'll have the glowing circle where to go, as long as you have the quest highlighted. Oh, that's where my camp is. Yeah, I'm 97 on the floor. The excitement never stops with James. James the game. Maybe. Doubtful. But maybe. Yeah. How's Captain Gaming?
Scared already? I am a super.
Yeah, I got that
I
one.
am
I
a.
just don't have a hook. Had that for a while, actually. And you have the hook, I have the drag. Now you got both. All you had to do was a little glitching and cheating like usual to get stuff you want, and there you go. Well, poor bastards like me grind and grind and grind. Just old-fashioned fare. The way Jesus wanted us to. And it was evil limits. You get it? Evil limits? Alright, good. I was hoping you'd catch that. None of those evil limits. People know. Watching this, I have no idea what we're talking about, but James has a. For anybody that gives a shit that's in the chat room, James here has his own YouTube channel. He actually has two of them. One's called Evil's Limit, and then the other one is called, or brand new and just starting, but he was there. James the Gamer. That's the one I'm looking for. Live stream. Oh, what happened? Did you check the email, or are you going to do that in the morning when you wake up later? Yeah, don't worry about it now. She wants to go to bed. You'll get all excited and want to start fucking around with YouTube, and she'll be just furious. Yeah, do it tomorrow. Lots of times. Tomorrow's. Give me a reason to wake up. Give me a reason to wake up. So that way, well, you just make sure you keep stocked on that birthday cake and you won't hear no whispering from me. I like snow on that. I ate my last piece the other day, yesterday. Or was it today? I'm pretty sure it was getting low, getting stale. I still ate it though. It was pretty good.
It's a snack.
a bit. Yeah, we'll see you later on, man. You have a good one. Adios, au revoir. No civilians. What a ripoff.
Leslie. If only you weren't such a lazy bones. Why did you try Looks like he let his water go stale again. I'll just boil up another batch for when he wakes up. Good evening. So says the internal clock. Determined time just by looking around these parts they live. Oh, I do hope that others will come back one day. James will be keeping the place going. Looks like he let his water go stale again. I'll just boil up another batch for when he wakes up.
your friend Bob. A healthy water supply is vital to your survival.
I'm all out of water.
Chloe's my pet. Or maybe I'm hers. I'm not sure.
Testing those water samples? Smart move.
Chloe looks
claws don't get you. Rats will. Finally, a nice day. Ugh, it's hard work making a living out here. It's just about time to eat.
serve, and protect. May I be of assistance? At your service, ma'am. At your service, ma'am.
Well, I think that's enough for a few hours. Hope that whoever's here watching, have a good night, have a good morning, have a good afternoon. Take it easy. So that is the end. Let's say, oh, damn son of an image. All right, goodbye.